connecting to our inner being for the last 35 minutes in silence. To me, it's the best way to search, explore, uncover nearly unending depths. And for some reason this morning, the the majority of my question or wonder had me focus on who, a name of who do I know or am aware of that who has the deepest connection to their innermost self. And as I thought of their names, I could wonder what my inner essence, I could connect deeper. I could explore farther and really find nothing. And find everything.
Thank you for that, Jesse. I I had a giggle to myself because I kept on just experiencing all this movement. And when just before you started to speak, I thought to myself that that was interesting to me. And then I realized that I'd started the morning off with one of my words was momentum.
Mm-hmm. And that was the word that I had as I read your word as harmonious momentum. Because we can have chaos as well, like disturbance in that. Scattered is another words that I can use to sometimes sense, feel or observe circumstances or situations, timings, moments. and nothing more than just to be aware of it. Because just that opens the door to what's next.
Mm.
It's when we fight it or resist it or avoid it, we aren't allowing it.
Mm.
So we stay right there. We're not stepping through the door.
So funny, that.
And it is truly robbing ourselves of the experience, robbing life of its journey.
Mm.
To me, that's what happens when I treat my life as a possession, as if it belongs to me.
Hmm. I'll say my tendency is to believe that it belongs to me. Not right or wrong, just to say that that is how I probably have been viewing it mostly. As you say it, I can sense that, oh, if it doesn't belong to me, then it does it belong to anyone else? Does it belong to anything? Maybe just nature. And I know some could say God. And maybe it doesn't need to be owned. Or just belong to the community, to the interactions, to the togetherness, so that we all belong.
Mm.
There belongs to compassion.
Mm. That brings back that refrain of desire is life's longing for itself. So with Craig recognizing what happens when he grasps onto the definition of his life, what comes to me is that life belongs to life. Kind of how I would.
A step further, what is life?
Hmm.
Could you repeat that statement about life longing for itself?
Yeah, it's that one. Remember, Craig, it's a definition of desire.
Desire. Yeah, is life longing for itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heinz, I don't know if we've got the words to describe what life is. I mean, we do a pretty good job here in the mornings.
Individual experience of a lot of different moments.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I
Because
would
life
like to acknowledge, though, that life has an intelligence of its own.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And great. It's like the fundamentals. And there's an intelligence, you know? There's a breath, a heartbeat. And we only know those to exist because of time and space, which then we're able to see actions, movements, changes. That's all action is changes. And that can only be observed through time as it moves, like from one moment to the next, and space. You know, space is much bigger, looser than time, meaning it's as if everything exists in this space. The most simplest for me to describe space is by charge. To me, that encompasses everything of our experience. So then in reality, my life then only has two categories that I observe with six distinctions. And to me, that's life. The past, which has only been made up of the present, which will become future presence. Or as we like to say, they are future memories, future moments. And each one of those moments is positive, which is what I practice or choose to practice from now on. Neutral is even better, like not better, but it's better than negative, yes. So much space appears in neutral. You can roll so much easier in neutral. Oh, mind six distinctions that I experience, and many, many more that I can dive deeper into. But it's like at my core essence, time and space. And if I were to explain space, I think I would have to describe it all encompassing as compassion. Is that may be what my life desires, is the compassion for life.
Mm. Mm.
And so in there, with that is how, where and how I can connect to my inner, deeper self for my true experience, my true reality. Projected from in here to out there. Since you asked, Heinz, thanks.
So there's one thing that I would like to add to that, and that is that our core being the ultimate reality, that ultimate reality is infinite. So we bring that infinity into shape and form in the dimension that we are in here through our bodies.
Life needs to create, or it creates another life so it can continue living.
Yeah.
It's like our grandparents live within us.
Mm-hmm.
Their DNA is within our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
A flower creates lots of new flowers. It's a cycle.
I have a little different perspective on life since I was sent back from death. And one is that I was sent back to live through a certain specific life experience and all that goes with that. That's one thing. And another thing is to be the portal through which heaven comes to earth. And there may be more than that, but that's the only two that I've identified so far.
I would say that that's the ultimate destiny of life itself on earth. So, in other words, what I'm saying is that I think that that's the trajectory for every single human being. Whether we manage that or not is a whole different story. And we're all at different stages of our cycle of incarnation, I would say. I don't know if that's how it's officially conceptualized, but that's what I've kind of come to. You summarized that very well, Craig.
As above, so below.
Absolutely.
You know, it's in the Lord's Prayer too. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yes.
I'll just share a slight difference that I noticed for myself this morning. It's a deepening, I would describe it as. And as you guys know, I often talk about what I value a lot is the capacity for flexibility to dance in and out of things. And when Craig spoke about realizing what happened when he took possession or tried to take possession of his life, I think that I did that for a very long time in terms of, like Lynn's words about the contours of our body. It's almost like I had domain over that, and it was all up to me. And then I had to realize that I could go and ask for help. It's not like I never did ask for help, but perhaps it was more the allowing of the help that was offered to take that in. I think that would be a much more accurate description of it. And that help and facilitation and harmony actually comes from both form and non-form. And I just experienced a real deepening of that this morning in the silence. So thank you.
Yeah, I went really deep this morning too. And I just let my pen write things down. I'm amazed what became of all that. And I have gobs to contemplate over the next few days. So thank you, everyone.
And so I've written something in the chat as my goodbye note for today. Oh, it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, so let me see if I can remember. I think it went something like this. Thank you. Thank you for holding. Thank you for holding my hand in this infinite space of compassion and thereby expanding my experience of it. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
That one's pretty sweet, Allison.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Oh, my.
Anything.
Pretty fruitful silence today, hey boys?
Yep.
Oh, my.
Absolutely.
Just buzzing with it.
Mhm. I've been asked to put together a class, a peer support class around recovery. And a lot of the curriculum came up today, so I'm just kind of blown away.
The place where you are.
Well, yeah, that's where all of us are. The interesting thing is that we had a huge heart energy meld that went on. So I just want to honor that. You know, everyone that was in the room participating in that silence. There was a heck of a lot of communication going on without words being exchanged. So thank you everyone for your participation.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Greg.
All right. All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Jesse.
Yeah, thank you, you guys. I've got a call here coming. I got some guys coming in for another call. So
Okay.
thanks, guys. All right. Have a
Love and
great
hugs,
week.
everybody. Have a great day.
Great day.
Have a
Yeah,
great
we'll
day.
talk soon. Thanks,
Have a
guys.
blessed
Bye.
day. Love
Take
and
care.
hugs.
Bye.
Bye now.
You mind just exiting, Craig? Thanks.